High tech, they rise, no stress. Money boy on the beat. I see numbers on my screen. Green candles make me lean. My people, them they win. High tech, they flow like stream. Enough we go down. Now only young we know. All my people gather round. Make we show them how we grow. High tech, na juju money. Juju money. Price they rise infinitely. My God, dash us this blessing. This blessings. Digital money no go rest, oh. No rest. Sharp pattern they confirm. Every trader they affirm.
All right, I think everything should be working fine. Allow me to quickly check how's sound doing. Just a minute, a second. Okay, the sound is working, so we can start. So my name is Hightech, of course. I'm the creator of Hightech Meme Coin, which in my opinion is a totally revolutionary approach to meme coin issuance, meme coin creation. I'll be, of course, discussing it a little bit in more detail later, deeper into this live stream. But meat and potatoes of my live streams are the charts, of course, and the discussion about what is going on and what we should expect in foreseeable future. So yeah, welcome everybody on my live stream. Let me quickly check how things are organized here. Are we ready to go? But I think we are, yes. So let's go. Let's go then. And yeah, let's talk about what we are dealing with. Of course, if you guys have any questions, don't hesitate, don't be shy, ask me here not here, on whichever live streaming platform you watch this, just ask me, and I will see it here. I will see the live chat here from all of the platforms I'm live streaming to right now, and there is quite a few. There is 5 of them, of course, X included. I think I will even open a chat from X on my phone because I'm not entirely sure if it's going to work, to be honest, in this live chat. So just in case, I will have it open here. And yeah, now we are fully ready. At least it looks like it from my perspective. So yeah, guys, this is how, yesterday I did not live stream. I was a little bit busy, to be honest. So those that were waiting for it, accept my apologies. But as you see here, I try to live stream every single day, not every day. I managed to do that. At least I give my best. But yesterday it was way too difficult. I was way too busy. I didn't have enough of time, so I'm trying to make up for it today. So here I am. As you see, so I did not comment, too much on S&P, of course, because when I was live streaming on Friday, it was about to open. It wasn't open yet, and it all materialized, right? It all materialized. What I said, that I pointed it out because of SPY pre-market. Prices were much lower, so I was expecting we will indeed open much lower, and it happened. And it did not leave us with best moods for the weekend, as you see right here, because we did not rebound, we did not bounce, unfortunately. And but anyway, what's the title of this live stream? Bitcoin bouncing back? The question mark, huge question mark with exclamation mark too. Sorry, I'll answer to that, of course, in a minute. But let's first explain where, what is the culprit of all of it, right? What is the culprit? So I, to be honest, think think the most contributing factor to it was, of course, S&P. It pulled, it dragged Bitcoin behind, it dragged the whole crypto market behind it, and yeah, when S&P goes up, we don't go up. The crypto market is pretending like nothing has happened, but when S&P goes down, then the crypto market, oh my gosh, is panicking as hell. So that's not really, the nicest treatment that the cryptocurrency market is giving us recently, but apparently that is what we need in order to shake out from weak hands. Apparently there is too many people trying to ride the bull, and as I've been saying, bulls hate to be ridden. To ride the bull is called rodeo, and the market bull is behaving exactly. It has exactly the same character as that real bull, right? The animal bull, right? So today, as you see, Sunday, much more. Yesterday it was all red, right? I mean, vast part of second half of Friday was red. The entire Saturday it was red, and now while we are getting closer and closer to end of Sunday, to the close of this daily candle, of course, it is becoming much better, and this is what I was saying yesterday on my Polish live stream, because I was live streaming on my Polish channels. I did not find time to live stream on my English live streaming platforms, unfortunately. So yeah, I was commenting that probably closer to end of Sunday, things are going to get a little bit better. I don't expect any escalation of this drop. The mainstream media, they say the main factor contributing to how S&P has acted is that Trump's tariffs are going into law, right? They are start to be enforced, and he did not extend it. He did not. Postponed it. He did not do anything, right? He just he let it pass, right? He let it be. So who knows? Maybe, but on the other hand, when we look at S&P, well, it indeed was a little bit overextended. We were going up, heavily for a very long time. So a little bit of a correction is just healthy. Not much big of a deal here, to be honest. I mean, it looks a little bit scary, but given that it's summertime, I don't remember if in the history of S&P we ever had a huge dump in the summer season. Probably not, because that's a time of very low liquidity. So generally speaking, nobody really dumps during summer season. It's just a pure profitability thing, right? Pure business, right? You don't sell when you don't have to, and when there is no buyers, or the buyers that are in the market are willing to buy it off you at much cheaper prices. So then you rather, especially that if it's enough, to wait a little bit to get much better deal, like wait a month, wait 2 months to get much better deal. Of course, you are going to wait, right? So that's the main reason why during summer season we just don't see any crashes. So this one, of course, we cannot really underpin it. to a term of a crash. It's just a little bit of a correction. Even though, you know, in traditional finance, I don't know, some people maybe could call it a crash, but it's I mean, with the volatility that we've been experiencing recent years on S&P, I don't think it holds ground anymore, to be honest. I mean, we had much larger corrections just recently, like here. Of course, this one here, it is a big one. No, actually, this is not what I wanted to mark. This one slightly smaller, but somewhat comparable. So yeah, here on these occasions as well. Here, as you see here, right? So nothing exceptional, to be honest. And like I said, I expect a strong rebound next week. I know. I mean, this upcoming week, starting from tomorrow. I know I said it about this week, and it definitely did not belong to the top 10 of weeks in recent history. But yeah, like I keep explaining to you guys, apparently there was a little bit too much retail. Even if there is very little retail participation right now in this market, apparently it was too much, right? Apparently it was too much, especially on S&P side, as we see, and since we are correlated to S&P, it had to impact our side too, right? It hit us with a ricochet. So yeah, let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance, how that one is acting today. And here finally, I mean, yesterday, on Friday, actually, already on Friday, we closed above 61.87. So that's the part I didn't want to see, to be honest, because it was fairly obvious to me that it will mean that we will have a follow through, and that indeed has happened, as you see, because Saturday was well green. But yeah, I think that will be it. To be honest, that will be it. I think this thing is already spent, and yeah, I think we are about to see it rolling over from here. You know, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 consecutive green days. So statistically speaking, I think it's the highest time to actually have a little bit of at least a little bit of a correction. And in these circumstances, I think it has a great potential to be something bigger. Like here, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, here was 8 days, but I think generally speaking, 6 days is already of a growth here is already quite a lot. Yeah. So share, like, and subscribe, of course, if you haven't done so, and consider throwing something small at Hitech, my meme coin, the one I always mention about at the beginning in the intro, in the beginning of my live streams, at the beginning of my live streams. And this is the only project I'm promoting here, and it's going to stay that way. Hence, this is indirectly, let's say, my stock. You could treat it as such, right? So that is why it's a totally new approach to meme coins, because this one has an owner in form of myself. Unlike any other meme coins that, you know, pop up out of nowhere, and nobody really wants to admit, you know, who is the originator, and later, you know, different weird things happen, right? This one I admit it's mine, and I'm responsible for it, and it's my job to make things going on here as good as possible, right? So I think what I'm doing here is going to serve to many projects later on, and this will be a blueprint for them. So I think we are literally starting a completely new chapter with this project here. We are starting a completely new chapter in the meme coin realm. So so yeah, I think $1, $2, $3 here still will do the job, and the risk that you will be taking then is negligible, actually closer to zero than anything else. So yeah, let's take a look at the live chat here. All right. So yeah, I'm definitely not scared of what Bitcoin dominance is demonstrating us. I think the dam is already cracked, and it's going to be it's only going to be worse from here. This is not going to get fixed anymore, to be honest. And I think, hold a second, allow me to do one thing here. Uh, how do I do this? Okay, I'll do it later. Sorry, guys. But anyway, I received a message. Okay. So what else do I want to say about what is going on here? Other chart, right? Which represents altcoins. Yeah, this daily is looking good. We didn't even touch $250 billion level, so so that's very nice. That could be a sign of more bullishness than it is visible at first glance, to be honest. And you know, if this daily closes like this in the daily, let's say in the daily scale, we have a higher high and higher low, right? So that's a good beginning. That's definitely a good beginning for a reversal. And you know, given where the market is right now, you know, seasonally, with the liquidity, the global liquidity, I think it's reasonable to expect a bounce from here, from where we are, or from you know the vicinity of these levels. So don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if you are betting big. To be honest, if you are betting big on altcoins going to zero from here, I think you are going to be very disappointed, to be honest. And yeah. I think it is much more reasonable to expect a start of a continuation of this uptrend that we are having here, and at some point, of course, it will be accelerating, right? I think the closer we get to November, the faster this thing will be rising. But so far. So far as you see, we had a little bit of a correction, and now we are with huge chances for a reversal. It's not like I would bet my life on it, but I think definitely the odds favorite a return to the uptrend than anything else, right? Given my 11 years of experience, I think. Yeah, I think. Sorry guys, I got a little bit distracted by someone messaging me. hopefully you guys can understand. So yeah, I mean, here we had this M formation, right, visible here. By now, I think it has fully resolved. So it already, yeah, it already reached its technical target. So I think now we can forget about the story and just come back to norm, right? Which from for some time already is moving up, right? Maybe in a very wavy, broad, fashion, broad pattern, but nevertheless upwards, right? So yeah, and this thing should start to accelerate here. It should not stay at the same pace. It should start to accelerate. So yeah, so that's what I'm expecting. What I expect. Yeah, what other charts do I want to discuss? Oh, and I almost have forgotten that we must comment on the monthly candles, right? Because it's third of August, and I don't think I don't remember if I have spoken about monthly candles on my previous live streams. Probably not. Probably I forgot about it. Yeah, here the daily also looks good. It also, as I tend to say, looks like it has papers. It has the paperwork for a rebound here. On 15 minutes, as you may remember, I got pushed out of trade. Where was my exit? My exit was here. Last trade was a loss trade with a tiny loss. So far we are lower than the exit. But on 1 hourly, I don't think I had exit. No, on hourly candle, I remained in the position and I think it's correct. I mean, judging by naked eye, I think it looks correct to actually stay in this trade, and this is what my systems have decided to do. So don't bet on big corrections on Bitcoin. This is a small dip. This is a very small dip. When we reach from local top to local bottom, this was not even over 10% move, right? So I try to educate you guys about how volatile this market is. Anything below 10% is actually a sideways price action. You should not consider it nothing out of the ordinary, to be honest. Anything below 10% you should not be considering move out of the ordinary. So we have not crossed 10% price deviation, right? Counting from the local top here. So we have literally, I want to say, literally zero ground to, for now, of course, to think that this will unfold into something greater in a negative sense. Very unlikely. Let's take a look at the weekly, how the weekly is looking. Weekly is looking a little bit scary, but the daily already is explaining to us that we should not really be that scared. And who knows, maybe even just today, this weekly converts into green. It is possible. We still have quite a few hours to go to accomplish that. And to be honest, recent months, it happened on a couple of occasions, right? That for most of the week, the weekly candle was looking absolutely terrible, and then literally in last hours of Sunday, it was it was taken out, right? It was taken out by the years, and it closed in green. So I would definitely not neglect that possibility. Looking at what already Delhi is starting to demonstrate, right? Maybe a larger move is looming in the dark. Okay, let's take a look at crypto fear and greed index at 48 as you see. So very, very low. Last week it was at 64. Yesterday at 51. Actually, the day before yesterday. Yesterday at 48 because Friday was red, then Saturday was red. So that's only natural to see it below 50. So this is amazing, right? This is absolutely amazing because we are well above $100,000. We are well above listen, we are even well above $110,000, and market is fearful, which is very, very weird to be honest. It makes much more sense when you look at altcoins. Naturally, altcoins are on the other side of the stick here. But that's about to change. That's about to change. I think it will finally hit people. It will give them that eureka moment that since Bitcoin is let's say the index of this market, so they should not be fearful about altcoins. And yeah, slowly, first slowly, and then suddenly we will see things changing completely, right? Of course, right now everything is printed by market makers. They are setting it all up, but at some point, of course, right. And at the beginning of the rally, they are not interested in in saturated market. They don't want the market to have high rate of saturation because it becomes very expensive to navigate it. Then, of course, they want to get that saturation when we are near the top, but on the way up, slowly, slow, let's say, inviting of the retail is also a part of the plan. So yeah. Don't be bearish. Just don't be bearish. It's not the time. Not the time to be bearish right now. This is very prematurely premature. Sorry, it's very premature right now to be a bear. Wait until November. November. I think if that's your character, if that's your thing, to be a bear, I think November will make you happy. But now it will be very punishing if you don't have that ability to be flexible, that mental capability to be flexible. Yeah. Let's take a look at USDTD. This one should have a little bit of a fight back. Yeah, exactly. So boy oh boy, even yesterday I was saying that probably we will reach that 460 and then we will bounce off it. And this is literally what is happening so far. Candle body is engulfing the prior candle, the candle body of the prior candle. That's a very good sign already. We still have not received lower low, but I think it's in the works. At least the close is lower, right? So we get the lower low by the daily close for now. Of course, it's prone to change, but yeah, I think we are going to get it. I think we are going to get it like this. Maybe even we get lower low, and that will be a good start. Good beginning of the end of the support move here. That's how I see it. Liquidation levels probably very low because it's not that bad, eh? You sure? That's liquidation levels for Sunday now? Let me check it once again. Okay, not that bad, eh? So it's picking up. Ethereum 128 million. That's for Ethereum. That's a lot. 64, almost $65 million on Bitcoin for weekend. That's a lot. Because I mean, especially if we compare it against what it used to be, like last weekend or the weekend before that, it was sometimes even below $5 million. So it's looking a little bit better now. So apparently, I don't know, maybe indeed more retail has come, and that is why we needed that correction. Maybe it was not, so apparent when you looked at it from the outside, but on the inside they were there, and that is why when market started to swing, it hit some heads. Apparently, we can always tell by volume on derivative market. Why? Because retailers like that promise they can make out of, I don't know, $10 or $100 millions, which is of course practically impossible if you don't have a lot of good luck. you need an amazing winning streak in order to make turn, I don't know, 50 or $100 into something that makes difference. It's literally, the odds are literally comparable to you buying a lottery ticket and winning. So, but like I said, a lot of retailers, I mean, mere people, average people, they do play lotteries, and that is why they think it makes sense to actually use leverage, especially higher leverage. They trade on high leverage, and the more they come, the more the numbers rise here, of course. So it definitely gives us some insight into how high or how low the interest surrounding cryptocurrencies actually is. Yeah. Let me check the live chat here. If you guys have any questions, of course, don't hesitate to ask me. Yeah, here so far, what is growing? CFX is doing quite well. Hey is trying to do something. Magic, I think I have rather a trade on Magic, but I don't know how this one is doing. It's minus. Oh wow! So the entry was here. That's unexpected. What about Hey? Hey, I know I trade for 100%, and this one is in tiny profit, very tiny. Wow, it was very choppy, eh? Before it got there. Anything else? CFX, I trade that one too, but I don't know if I'm in a trade or not. Okay, so this one is in a trade, but it was in tiny loss. Okay, it actually had an exit, and then it pumped, so it decided to rejoin the market. So nothing really to boast about yet. But later on, if market goes the way I expected to go, then those trades will turn into something impressive and something definitely to be proud of, which I will present here if that's the outcome of it. And I'm sure it will be in my favor. Yeah. So what else can we look? Let's take a look at my X then. I think I have this. Oh no, I almost have forgotten. Let's take a look at the monthly candles, just in case I did not discuss them, because I don't remember if I did or if I didn't. Let's go to monthly candles. So yeah, July gave us the highest monthly close in the history, right? And as you see, August so far it's not looking that bad. Jim Cramer just just tweeted just yesterday or the day before yesterday, tweeted that he does not expect August to be good. He mentioned the historical performance of August, that it was not the best. So he does not have high hopes for August, right? So he's bearish. He's bearish on August. So that means, I mean, August, to be honest, right now is in this shape is not looking bad. So and this is just third, of course, just 3rd of August. So with the help of Jim Cramer, my hopes are really, really elevated, to be honest. I mean, we all know how powerful the opposite word, the opposite end of the word of Jim Cramer is. So I think again, given the seasonality, given the liquidity conditions, given even geopolitical conditions at some point. Right now, it does not look like it favors the crypto market, but I think it will. The table will be turned around here. I think it has that potential. Given Jim Cramer inverse support, I think August must end very well. I think it just must end very well. Okay, let's take a look at my. I mean, here, of course, on the Bitcoin chart. Let's take a look at others, maybe at others chart, just to just to have it complete. This overview, just so we don't lack any important elements here. This one is definitely important. And here, one huge takeaway is that we had higher high and we had higher low on this monthly candle, right? So previous month, the June was not the best, and it had that a little bit of a potential that maybe we'll have to wait much longer for any bullish price action. But as you see, July, they said no to that, and it actually, the way it has been printed is confirming that something is about to happen, something good is about to happen. Monthly on others, right? So far, even though it's so young, it's so early, it's also looking good. It's also looking good. So yeah, just don't short this market. I'm telling you guys, don't short it. It will smack you right in your mouth if you short it. It's not going to be nice. The bull is there. The bull is there, and the bear is, even if it's there, it doesn't know what it's doing. Okay, let's take a look what we are dealing with here on my X. But prior to that, let's first take a look at my live chat here. If you guys have any questions, I see there is 3 people watching on Rumble. Write it in the live chat and I will try to answer to you. But the best I can. Let's take a look at X. If anybody has written anything, no. So far no. Okay. And of course, remember about high tech. I already have said on this live stream what it is and why you should be interested. And yeah, if you observe me, by the way, if you observe me on X, don't treat me overly serious here, because I joke a lot. I joke one hell. I comment with intent of pulling a leg. If you post something and I comment, it's usually just to drag you into a little bit of a verbal wrestling, provoke you a little bit. It is not with bad intentions, absolutely not. It's just to have a little bit of fun, have a little bit of laugh, and play a little bit on nerves, but within the limits of let's say being cultural. So yeah, don't take it too personal. Remember, whatever you see me writing on X, don't take it personal, because it's not serious. is very unserious, to be honest. Okay, let's take a look. Pickle. There are only three killer apps for crypto: Bitcoin, stablecoins, protocol benefiting from broad speculation. I think soon there's going to be another one, and I'm going to add it to my meme coin, and you will see. There is one very simple protocol that has amazing potential. No, actually not potential. It has an amazing use case that will make an average Joe to want to have some crypto, which right now, well, it's not very apparent for an average Joe why he would ever want crypto. Besides speculation, of course. The coach, August 2025, the beginning of alt season. All right, delete my account. That is a lie. He's not going to delete his account. Brandon Thorpe. Never fade an asset that communist countries want to ban. That's true. Accumulate everything anti-capitalists hate. That's true. Bitcoin to 1 million. That's a good take. That's a good point. I admit that. This is a very good way of looking at things. If communists hate something, yeah, you should go for it. And China just has banned everything crypto related. At least that's what CryptoX is saying. Probably that's not entirely true, but yeah, I mean, at least in some regard, they are trying to let's say stop crypto. Look, Mikik, get this. Grok just said Peter Schiff predicted a Bitcoin crash 237 times in 14 years. Meanwhile, it's up over 1 million %. Let that sink in, yeah. Let that sink in. By the way, I think yesterday someone asked, I don't remember who that was. Was that Elon Musk? Now I'm these days I have memory of a golden fish because I just work a lot, so things just escape my head. But I think it was Elon Musk. I mean, don't hate me if I'm wrong, but I think it was Elon Musk that said no, he did not say it. He posted what Grok said about it. What are the odds that Bitcoin's encryption will be broken by quantum computing within the next 5 years? The answer from Grok was 0% within the next 5 years, 0%. And by the next 5 years, so until 2035, that would increase to 10%. And to be honest, 10% is quite high. When I think of it, especially if you bet really big on Bitcoin, 10% is quite high. Why is that so? Because imagine you have everything in Bitcoin, right? If you accumulate you gasp for Bitcoin, you accumulate all your wealth in Bitcoin. You even sold your house for Bitcoin, and you keep everything, like whatever value you can get hold of. You convert it immediately into Bitcoin. So practically, then we can say your life depends on it. I almost said your name depends on it. Your name too. Everything. Your life depends on it, right? So in that case, okay, let's compare it to Russian roulette, right? You want to win big, but you have to risk big. You are risking your life, let's say, right? Your well-being, maybe, who knows, maybe the well-being of your family. So let's compare it to Russian roulette. If the odds are every single time you pull the trigger are 10% that you blow off your head, are you playing the game, or are you giving it a pass? Because to be honest, in my case, I think I would give it a pass. I mean, I would not play it, right? I will not risk it. 10% is already too big, and that is why Me, I am, of course, I am in crypto, let's say, but from traders' perspective, right? All of my portfolio is traded in real time, is not managed in real time by my trading systems, and I feel most comfortable that way. And how accurate Grok is going to be, I mean, Grok will be, how accurate he will be with that 0% within next 5 years, we'll see. We will see. I will definitely not bet anything on it being accurate. Probably he will be right, or it will be right, probably. But I will still not bet on it. So interesting, very interesting. Let's say insight it has given us, especially adding to the picture that Elon Musk says the level of expertise that Grok 4 has is very high in on practically every level in every single field. So that adds a little bit of credibility to it, to whatever Grok actually says, whatever let's say opinion it forges. But yeah, I still wouldn't bet on it because there is way too many moving parts in this machine here. Peter Bolok. I have no idea how to read this guy's last name. College tuition is up 701% over the last 4 years. Over inflation, overall inflation, 199%. This isn't normal. This isn't sustainable. This isn't a good thing. The system is broken. Something needs to change. Yeah, that's interesting. But now education is broadly available, especially with AI, for free, totally for free. All you have to do is just to sit down, plan some time to spend with it, and then just do the work yourself. You don't have to pay for I don't know, university or anything. You can get much better education from internet in whatever field, actually whatever field, um, whatever field done in the university. And most of your universities, not all of them, of course, because some universities are really good, but the vast majority of universities probably will give you worse level of education than if you want to educate yourself from the internet with the use of artificial intelligence. I'm very sure of that. Tesla new robotaxi service area in Austin is now just one big fat middle finger. Okay. Or maybe something else. Wink. Trader tardigrade. Doge. Okay, this is the analysis of Doge on 4 hourly candle. Has entered the oversold zone and is showing a rebound reaction on the 4 hour chart. That oversold is judged by RSI. From what I see here, RSI in my eyes is a very crappy indicator. My systems do not use it, and I never advise you to actually use it. But at times it sounds like an interesting thing, especially to people that have no idea about what it actually shows, what logic it has. So to farm engagement, yeah, it will do the job just like in this guy's case. Quinten 0.48, not 0.048 ETH dot ETH, aka Quinten. You won't build wealth by checking prices 12 times a day. You build it by buying great assets and doing absolutely nothing for years. Most people can't handle that. That's why most stay poor. Eh, most of the time you're going to be wrong about it, and those things will go to zero. Together with you doing nothing about it. So I'm not very sure of that, to be honest. Um, in order to benefit greatly from that approach, you still need enormous amount of good luck. Cryptolica, ETH this year, coming soon, and more. Here I agree. I agree. And I've been saying it to you guys. I've been explaining it to you guys for a very long time already. That ETH highly likely will hit new all-time highs. Now that Bitcoin is dead, I think I'll just sell it and buy rental properties. Sounds promising. I think is having a piece. Vibe Capital, MGMT, Blue Crayon, Maxi. Bitcoin is Apex more, yeah. So he's probably a Bitcoin maximalist. Why is this guy having Chinese signs in his nickname? He's probably a Chinese then. How many followers? 24, over 24,000. So I'm going to I'm going to have that. I will have that probably sometime in the next month at this pace. Because yeah, my systems are doing great job with my X profile. With giving me reach and stuff, producing my brand awareness. Dusty BC Crypto. 5.6 billion Bitcoin shorts will be liquidated if BTC hits 125k. Yeah, that's going to happen. That's going to happen. Yeah, definitely. Shorts quit coming soon. Yeah, if this is how it looks for real, because remember that whenever you look at that type of data, usually it's spoofed. Right? It's hugely spoofed. That's why I do not analyze it. I do not discuss it because it's most of the time it's very fake. But but not 100% of the time, of course. But if right now this is exactly the state of derivatives market, the real one with the real intention, it means that the more liquidity to grab for my market makers is above current price, and because of low liquidity, the cost of it to grab it is very, very, very low. So they will do it. Simple as that. They will do it. They will just steal that money from people. They will open longs, pump spot, or longs on leverage, of course. Not as high leverage as you guys do, like 25x or I don't know 40x or something. But I don't know, 10x probably yes. And they will just grab it, squeeze it, liquidate all people there, and pocket that money. Google. No, that's Ivan, sorry. Google is back to having a larger market cap than Amazon and is now the fourth largest company in the world. Okay. It is. Yeah, so it overtook Amazon. What? Amazon has fallen by 8%. That's a lot. You took a big hit with that S&P dump. Then the rest is looking much better, but that was 18 hours ago. Okay. Yeah, that's quite a lot. By the way, let's take a look how S&P is doing. Let me quickly take a look how tokenized S&P is trading. SPY actually. That's the advantage that tokenization is giving us. That we can take a look what traditional market is doing behind the scenes, behind the curtain. throughout the weekend, as you see, and the daily maybe. So this is of course a tokenized SPY, which reflects mirrors what S&P does, and this one because it's on Solana, so it trades 24 hours, same as any other cryptocurrency. So yeah, so the as you see after Friday dump, we are recovering, right? We are recovering. So yeah, I think this coming week S&P will fully recover, 100%. It will have a V-shape recovery. It will leave bears in the dust with their shorts. It's just not the time yet. Wait for November. November will, if you like to short the market, at least. I mean, I never advise to trade futures, anything that allows borrowing in whatever shape or form. You should always stick to spot. But if you cannot overcome it, at least give it a shot in November, not now, because right now you're literally going against the tides. By the way, why? Okay, this is not what I meant to do. I'm receiving some notifications, so yeah, people are just liking my comments. That's cool. And hey, and here I got a bunch of followers, new followers. How many followers do I have right now? 402. That's nice. That's nice, given that just 3 days ago I was at 320. Something like that. So much improvement. How long have I been talking to you guys here? 57 minutes. All right. I'm a little bit sleepy right now, to be honest. That is why I'm slightly slower than, I don't know. For example, last time I was live streaming, I think I was much more eloquent. And remember that English is not my first language, so on a worst day I will be stuttering a little bit more, just like today. It was a little bit more difficult for me to gather thoughts in second language. So I'm thinking, what else can I give you guys here? But nothing comes to me. Nothing comes to me other than just get yourself out a bit of high tech, because this market is still very small, very tiny. There's many good things waiting for it. Absolutely mind blowing. Very innovative. Something that nobody ever has done yet. And it will be a huge waste if you ignore that. Yeah. Okay, guys, allow me to wrap it up right here. And share, like, and subscribe wherever you watch this content, of course. And okay, do you know what? Let me take a quick look at Kick, because I think, yeah, I will not see, not like this one. Because I do not see the live chat from Kick yet. The live chat is here. So yeah, fortunately nobody has written anything, so I did not have to ignore anybody. My Kick account is doing remarkably well. I'm blown away how welcoming Kick is, because I've been live streaming from like 11 times now, and I already gathered 16 followers. That's really good, to be honest. More than one follower than one per live stream, and I do not really post links to my Kick anywhere, so it's purely the accessibility that the visibility that Kick gives me. So apparently I must advertise Kick a little bit. Let's take a look at Twitch. Twitch is not that keen with me. Twitch is not here only 10 followers, so very little. So as you see, I have a lot of room for growth as an influencer, and that speaks for high tech, of course, before I blow up, because at some point I will, believe me or not. With the sheer amount of work I'm putting into it, there's no slightest doubt in my mind that this will have to be that will have to be the final outcome. Okay, guys. Allow me once again. Allow me to wrap it up right here. Share, like, and subscribe. Thank you for your time, guys, and I will definitely see you sometime soon. Cheers.